What led you to decide to be a history professor?
Dr. Bruce Thompson. I had him for an introductory course in American history when I was a freshman. And Thompson never lectured. He was a terrible lecturer, so he had the good sense to know not to lecture. But he asked questions, and he knew how to ask the follow-up question. First question looked okay, I can handle that. But it was that second question it nailed. And I liked his approach. I never really used it because I thought lecturing was more important to me. Everybody's got to develop a style, I think. And I used some of his question business. But I had Bob Reed, and Reed was a very fine lecturer. But Thompson was the pivotal individual. One day we got into a discussion, and I'll never forget it, about the Ku Klux Klan. And he openly damned secret organizations like the Ku Klux Klan. He said that if an organization stands for something, it ought not to have a sheet. It ought to be able to say exactly what it thinks. And you know, that sounds very, very convincing. But I asked him if he thought the French underground in World War II should come out openly and not have secret meetings and ideas that would get them before a firing squad. I said, do you honestly think that the underground in World War II, the French Maquis, should have said openly everything they were doing and what they thought? I said, how long do you think they would have lasted? Well, he didn't have an answer. And it was a turning point. I know it hurt him. He was a sensitive person. I didn't realize how sensitive till that day. But when it was over, I went up to him. He was erasing the blackboard and had his back to me. But I said, Dr. Thompson, I want to thank you for your willingness to exchange with your students. You've had great influence on me. And frankly, I would like to be a professor like you. So he was stunned. So he invited me to his office. I asked him what I ought to do because I did not know what I wanted to do. But I thought I had found a thread that would lead me to a goal that looked awfully nice. And so we talked about graduate school, and by then you understand I had only had, that was my third course in history, all introductory courses. And so it was a long road from then. And so I asked him what he thought, what kind of courses I ought to take, and what area was I interested in. And so anyway, he was very nice, and as I say, later he asked me to be his grader, but I took every course he taught. And I never deviated from it from that time forward.